far away. Kind of come originally from Glossop, which is kind of locked in by the M67 these days. You struggle to get out unless you come over the tops through Charlesworth, which is a bit quicker. And Glossop, when I was a kid, was a quite quiet town. You know, it's very kind of different to what it is now. I used to work school in Manor Park. So if we go through Glossop, Manor Park's nice little apartments. Yeah. Whenever I used to wax school, that's where they'd find me. And don't tut at me. We all, you used to wax school. Are you a teacher or something?
I used to work in college.
And the story goes that when I left school, because Glossop was this kind of bit of a worn horse town, you know, it was quite separated from the rest of the world back in the day, the real world. And as a kind of 16-year-old, my careers advice consisted of go and work in the local rope factory. That's it, the end. And so I did. I went and worked in the rope factory, and I just couldn't cope with it. It wasn't for me. So I joined this little band of merry gentlemen called the Royal Navy, which I wasn't. I joined up to do catering, you know, because I fancied doing a bit of catering. I didn't want to go out and kill anybody or anything like that. But then that was 1979, and in 1982, they sent us out to a place called the Falkland Islands, which is many miles away, and we were down there, and we came home eventually. We were those of us who came home were very lucky, very humble, and very saddened by the terrible loss of life. You wouldn't have thought so if you read the newspapers, because they made us out to be a load of heroes. We were just a bunch of kids that wanted to come home, basically. And for me, the saving grace of coming home was and finding some normality and escaping from all the drinking that I decided to do over the next 10 or 15 years, was playing a game called football, or to be more precise, a game called Sunday morning football. It's kind of like real football, but the players tend to be a little plumper and a bit more drunk. I used to play in the Highland District Sunday Football League, which is just up the road. 6th Division, by the way, which is where you have to go and get a referee. Somebody's walking his dog, it's never a referee. You have to get someone's walking his dog, you know. And when you're in the 6th Division as well, you know, it's always the guys, you're trying to get a team together in the pub the night before, or worst scenario is when you're having to go around the estate and knock on doors. Come and play for us. Yeah, we'll sign you up. It's not a problem. Just I can lend you some boots. And that's basically how it played out, you know. Where I used to play in Tintwistle, you could see a church on the hill. The village church was on the hill, and you know, you have these little memories of life that will always be with you. And there's one I remember one particular Sunday morning, and I'd not long been home from the conflict, and it was Remembrance Sunday, and we did a minute's silence. And I remember standing there on this football pitch with these guys and just looking up at the church as we did the minute's silence. And we went home and wrote a few words down. Wearing an old man's boots, he's a boy on the ball. It's push and shove and over the wall. And he's buckling through on a mission to score. He's got a minute's silence to remember the war. And whatever the weather, the church bells ring as a working class athletic thing turns a fragile boy into the man who can take a hit and still shake hands. Rain come down, rain fall down, rain come down, wash me clean, I'm so dirty, with bruises like I've never known, on the gifted side of 30. A Sunday morning footballer what he calls a beautiful game. Well, it's a game of two halves, or so they say, and the chance that he missed he regrets to this day. Buckling through was just about to shoot when he turned to find a boy stepping into his boots. Rain come down, rain fall down, rain come down, wash me clean, I'm so dirty, with bruises like I've never known. I'm the legend side of 30, a Sunday morning footballer comes home, still wearing a shirt that bears his name. He's given his all to what he calls